Hey guys, this is John. Quick update again from the Charlotte Chess Center. I just played round 4. I had the black pieces against FIDE master Brandon Jacobson, FIDE rating 2320. Lowest rated player in the field, but he's a young player, improving rapidly, and he just beat an IM, Craig Hilby, in the last round. But I was still gunning for the win. It was a sharp opening. It was a Sicilian. I was not expecting him to play e4, so I hesitated a little bit before playing the Sicilian, but just decided to go for it. Really liked the position I got. He played this move rook d2 with opposite side castling, and I think that was just a mistake after a4, which I spotted pretty quickly and I did play. However, my follow-up wasn't so good. After bishop takes a4, I think I should play rook c8, or after the move I played in the game, queen a8, bishop b5. I don't think I should play rook takes a2 right away. I think that was a mistake. I thought I was just sacrificing the exchange in a very favorable way, because it seemed like with my queen coming down to a2, his king would have all these problems. And I saw the move c4 that he played in reply, but I missed the idea rook c2. Rook c2, allowing the king to go to d2, is a very nice resource. I think without that resource, it would have been great for black, but as played, I was actually worse. I was down the exchange. I had some compensation. I was able to play on the dark squares. I got a nice knight to f4. So I had strategic compensation, but definitely he was better at that point. And I burned up so much time trying to figure out how to prosecute this exchange sacrifice that he had a nice time advantage for the rest of the game. However, I will give myself credit. You guys know I'm really hard on myself, but it's important to give yourself credit too. I think I defended pretty well. We eventually got into an opposite color bishop endgame. He sacrificed the exchange back in order to try to win with queen and bishop against queen and bishop, opposite color bishops. And I ended up holding an opposite color bishop endgame that at first looked kind of bad for me. I think he might have had a win, and I'm going to analyze this a little closer when I have some time, but there was a moment where I should have brought my bishop back to a5. He has these two passed pawns, d and b pawns, that I'm trying to stop. And I think I should have played bishop a5 to stop his pawn from reaching b6. I actually thought it didn't matter, and in fact, in some cases, it might be favorable to force his pawns ahead. But I think we were analyzing it after the game. I think he missed a win by going after my h-pawn, bringing his king into g6, and at some moment, taking on g7 and then playing b8 queen to deflect my bishop from guarding h6. So, still though, I think my technique was decent, aside from that one little slip up, because I was playing the endgame under lots of time duress, and it was a pretty tough position before that with the queens on board. So, up and down game, yeah, went the distance. This was, what time did we start? Started at noon, I got done close to 5, so yeah, nearly a 5-hour game. Feel pretty good about that one. I mean, even though it wasn't the result I was looking for, just an enjoyable game to play. So tonight I have the white pieces against Michael Brown, Strong I Am, and that game is in about 1 hour, so I'm gonna go prepare. Slept better last night, so still didn't get a full 8 hours of sleep. As I said yesterday, it's just really hard to regulate your sleep in these tournaments because you don't have a lot of time. But I feel pretty good physically. So I'm just gonna try and do my best in these remaining, what, 5 rounds? Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, I'm just kind of give you guys like a kind of an insight into what it's like to play these tournaments. Not only does your sleep get interrupted, but also your diet. I definitely like eat worse when I'm at these tournaments, and probably consume even more caffeine than normal. I'm like getting like 2 or 3 coffees per day just to try and stay alert at the board. So, you know, a lot of people have this impression, maybe not you guys because you've been watching my videos for a while, but a lot of people have this impression that chess is just like this sedentary activity, but it really is taxing on your nervous system. So all these normal processes get disrupted in the course of an arduous tournament. So, you know, no excuses obviously, but I thought it might be interesting to give you guys some insight into things other than the actual games. It's just the closest thing I can equate it to is like when I was a kid in high school taking the SAT, ACT, these long 3-hour exams. It's like doing that, but back to back, so doing 2 of those per day, and the rest of your energy is devoted to preparing and, you know, feeling like nervous as the lead up to the exam builds. And then not just doing that for 1 day, but then having to come back the next 3 or 4 days. So tournament chess is not for the weak, but it's really fulfilling. I mean, as you can tell right now, I'm a little wired, and I think that's because like when you play a long, hard-fought chess game, intellectually it stimulates you, and I think that's a major reason why many of us play chess. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'll update you guys again tonight. Bye.